When Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle dropped in 2017, no one expected it to be less of a sequel and more of a hostage situation. One where 4 teenagers are abducted by a video game and forced to roleplay as famous people for 2 hours. The film takes the basic premise of the 1995 original, a board game gone rogue, and reimagines it for Gen Z attention spans. Gone are the days of drums ominously thudding from a box in the attic. Now the kids get sucked into a dusty Nintendo and come out as The Rock, which is arguably an upgrade, unless you're the kid who turns into Jack Black. The plot is straightforward. 4 high school cliches, nerd, jock, popular girl, and moody loner, get detention and find an old console. Instead of asking the obvious questions like, why is there a 1990s game system in a school storage room that looks like Indiana Jones's garage, they play it. And naturally, they get transported into the game, because that's what happens when you mess with mysterious electronics. Didn't these kids grow up with The Ring? Once inside, each character is assigned an avatar that conveniently teaches them about humility, teamwork, and why it's probably not fun to have a backpack full of weapons in real life. Kevin Hart plays Kevin Hart, but smaller. Dwayne Johnson plays himself with self-esteem issues. Karen Gillan is inexplicably dressed like Tomb Raider's understudy and spends the film simultaneously kicking butt and wondering why she's dressed like she's going to a cosplay rave. And Jack Black? He deserves an Oscar just for not breaking character as a teenage girl trapped in a middle-aged man's body. The only thing more uncomfortable than watching him flirt with Nick Jonas is realizing he pulls it off better than most actual romantic leads in Hollywood. The game world itself is supposedly full of danger, yet nothing really feels dangerous. Characters die, respawn, and keep moving like it's Mario Kart on easy mode. There's a villain with literal bugs coming out of his face who might have been intimidating if he had more than 12 lines. Instead, most of the tension comes from things like Kevin Hart eating cake, which causes his character to explode. That's right. In this jungle, gluten is deadlier than any wild animal. What Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle really is, though, is a corporate trust fall into the arms of nostalgic adults and screen-addicted teens. It's fast, loud, and full of self-aware humor that's just edgy enough to be funny, but not enough to offend anyone's mom. The characters conveniently learn life lessons in the final boss fight, and everyone returns to the real world exactly 2 hours later. Just in time for a sequel to get greenlit. In the end, Jumanji isn't trying to make sense, it's trying to make bank. And it does, by tossing logic into a pit of CGI jaguars and letting The Rock raise one eyebrow until we forget to ask questions. So if you're looking for something profound, look elsewhere. But if you're down for 2 hours of absurd jungle antics, surprise body dysphoria, and Dwayne Johnson trying to act insecure while looking like a demigod, then welcome to the jungle. Just don't eat the cake. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.